So for my brunch tomorrow, I am making Mexican milk cake. I'll put the actual name on the recipe, but I'm not going to try and pronounce it. I'll just butcher it. So 1 cup of flour, pinch of salt, and a teaspoon and a half of baking powder. Give that a quick mix. Now I'm going to separate eggs. It calls for 5 eggs. And I'm going to do it one at a time in the small bowl and then put it into the larger bowl. The reason being, if I mess it up and get yolk in the white, I'm not going to ruin all of them. I'll just ruin one egg. So you just back and forth till you separate the white from the yolk. And then I'll put the white in there and on to the next one, so on and so forth until I have 5 yolks in here and 5 whites in there. So I have the eggs separated. I did each individual white, and then that's 5 whites. And I have the yolks here, but I'm going to transfer them to a slightly larger bowl. Now I'm going to mix up the the yolks. Now to the yolks, I'm going to add 3/4 a cup of sugar, 1/3 of a cup whole milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla. Now I'm going to mix that all up until it's nice pale yellow and everything is incorporated. So the yolks are nice pale yellow color, and now I'm going to beat it into the flour mixture. I'm going to use my beater and beat up the egg whites, and when stiff peaks form, I'm going to add 1/4 cup of sugar. You can see it's starting to get thick. It's not forming peaks yet, but I'm going to add in the sugar and continue to beat on high. So the whites are done beating, and as you can see, it's stiff and it holds its shape. One of the secrets, you have to make sure that your beaters are cold. Don't get egg yolk in it, or else it might not work. So, and you take if you do drop a little bit of egg yolk, you can get it out by using a dampened paper towel. So I'm putting this into my mix, and I'm not going to mix it with the mixer. I'm going to fold it in. Then it's going into a 9x13 greased pan, and it will bake for 25-30 minutes at 350. All mixed up, ready for the pan. While the cake is baking, I'm going to get the milk portion of it ready. That's going to be poured all over the baked cake. So I need a cup of evaporated milk, a can of evaporated milk. Not skim milk, just regular evaporated milk. And 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. And you're also supposed to add 1/4 cup of whole milk. But because I don't use whole milk, I use skim milk, I'm going to use my half and half. So 1/4 cup, and then that's all just going to be mixed up. So the cake is cooked. So, and cool. So poke it all over with a fork. So what you want is the milk to sink in and get absorbed. And I have the milk mixture. Now this is going to be poured all over the cake. Get all the edges so it'll soak in. So there's that, and it will be put into the fridge until tomorrow. I'll cover it with wrap.